I'm Travis from JTA Reptiles, and I wanted to talk today about the ultimate pet snake. Honestly, I think that snakes are the ultimate pet reptile because of a few things. Because of their ease of care, they're very clean animals, they're easy to feed, they're not noisy, they don't leave a mess all over your house. These are just a few reasons, but I honestly believe that snakes are not even just the best pet reptile. I think that they're really the ultimate pet. So I'd like to go into reasons why I think that, and honestly what I believe is the ultimate pet snake. So some people think that ease of care is what should determine your first snake or the snakes that you own. But honestly, I like the advice that Brian Barczyk gives, and for all of you that hate Brian Barczyk, I'm sorry, I'm a fan. I love him. But anyway, he said to really work with something that you love. And I agree with that. If you, Dan Magano put out a video saying that corn snakes might be the best pet snake for a beginner, but then he went on to say, if you don't love corn snakes, then how is it going to be your best pet? And I agree. If you don't love that animal or love that species, then you're not going to really put in the amount of time and effort that it takes to put into a snake or a pet. You can go to Clint's Reptiles and look at videos on a lot of different species of animals, and honestly, I love him too. I'm a big fan of his. But like his video says, is this the best pet reptile for you? So even though he might, out of his categories, I think it's like handleability, availability, upfront costs, husbandry, things like that. I don't really remember all of them, but anyway, he says that, you know, he gives an overall score, and the animal with the highest overall score, which I think the highest one that he's had so far, is the corn snake. But again, if that's not what you love and that's not what you truly want, then you're really not going to give that animal the life that they deserve, in my opinion. So what makes the ultimate pet snake? It has to be something that you love. It has to be something that impresses you every time you look at it. As you can tell, for me, it's the blood and the short-tailed pythons. Why? Well, I don't think they're the easiest to care for. If you nail their husbandry, I don't think they're very difficult either. They're not an unreasonably sized snake. This is pretty much an adult female. She's about as long as she's gonna get. She will put on a little more girth. But they're also an impressively large snake. So although they're not too big to handle by yourself, they're still impressive enough to where when you take out a big blood python in front of somebody, they'll be impressed. They'll think it's a big snake. Feeding is a breeze. With my red bloods, I leave a rat in with them, and they eat it when they're ready. With my Sumatran female, who is getting her boyfriend in October, she strikes it hard and wraps it up and eats every time. I never have a problem with feeding my bloods and short-tailed pythons, although that's not the same with my ball pythons at all. But most of all, they're my favorite. And they're not just my favorite snake, they're not just my favorite pet, they're my favorite animal in the world. I am amazed by blood pythons every time I look at them. I love the morphs, I love the normals, and they all look different. So for these reasons, these are my favorite. So it'll be different for you. Your favorite might be a corn snake. It might be a ball python because of those endless morphs that ball pythons make. But in my opinion, it's a mistake to go off just ease of care. So that's the reason why I believe for myself that blood pythons and short-tailed pythons are the ultimate pet snake. Thank you for watching.